Who does not want to start their morning with puppies? Who wouldn't want to? Look at how big they are. Oh, hi. Aren't they so cute? I love puppy snuggles. Baby. This is Drake. Oh, honey, come here. They're waiting for breakfast. I have... No, King. Oh my, they want attention. No. What's that? They need to start having mush down food because Mama is not wanting to feed them anymore because they have some sharp teeth and they're impatient babies. But I want to make sure it's nice and soft and digestible, right? Yes! But this is mine. I'm keeping one finally. I always say, or I've always said, I wanted to keep one of Kingston's boys so that I can always have Kingston in my life. And I just have bonded with this baby. Oh, it's okay. This is my baby. Yes. Oh, yeah, Raj. Don't be jealous. And here's Mama. Poor Mama. She doesn't want to feed anymore. She gets spoiled because I just can't even imagine. Oh, I know. I just love you so much. And fed the babies. Oh, I just feel so bad for her. They have such big teeth. Oh, I'm going to pet her because I just can't imagine. Such a beautiful moment breastfeeding, even with puppies. Oh, you're such a good mama. King, no. Kingston, no. Yeah. Our dogs are literally our life. Literally our life. We love them so much. They're so spoiled. Here's Daddy. He's actually really good with the puppies. A lot of times they say that the males really don't do well. But Duchess and him, I swear, they're married. Like, they really love each other because they'll go to the food bowl and they'll kiss. They'll, like, lick each other's tongue. And it's like a daily thing. And Mama Bear is very protective over her puppies. So she won't let Miss Rajesh in. You know, and actually Raj thinks every litter is hers, so there's actually a lot of growling and stuff, so I have to keep Dutchie safe and as less stressed as she can and kind of remove her, but she lets Kingston in to sniff the puppies. I swear they're like a married couple. But Kingston will play with the puppies outside and wrestle, and he's a big kid himself. Right, yeah. The sweetest thing I've ever seen Kingston do, it was 2 years ago, and we had a litter of puppies, and they were a couple of weeks older than they are right now. And out of nowhere, it was October, we had this nasty storm, and it took down trees. I mean, it was nasty. It was like, you know, like a tornado out of nowhere. And it was kind of funny because my son Hayden and I were watching Michael Myers, the Halloween movie, and it was at one of the parts where he was just about to get somebody, so, you know, they build up the suspense and everything. And all of a sudden, the wind started blowing. We were so freaked out. But Kingston literally knocked down, like, the door, opened the French doors, and, like, busted through the screen door, and he sat in front of, we have a puppy house outside. I think it was, like, a playhouse at one time. It's like a mini version of our house. And we have that for the puppies when it gets colder so that they can run and play. You know, if we have like a winter litter or something. And it's heated so they're nice and warm in there and they can run and play. And, you know, it's nice. But he sat in front of that door protecting his puppies. Duchess was in here just in the corner sleeping away. So he's actually a really good daddy. So it's a family. They're a family. And they're the cutest family in the world. I love them. See, look. They're married. It's so cute. It just melts my heart. And then there's Raj. She thinks she's the boss of everybody. She thinks they're her puppies. I just had to share the cuteness because, oh, I'm not a little dog person, but if these puppies stayed the size forever, I would have 30,000 of them because they're so cute. I mean, just look at how cute. I chose this one because it looks like it has crazy, like, Trump eyebrows. Eyebrows on fleek. I'm on my way to run some errands. Today's my day off this week. I got London with me. She's in the back seat all strapped in and ready to go. She's the best little traveler in the world, especially at the doctor. I'm off today because my husband needed to go to work instead of staying home, and I really need that x-ray for my pinky I was telling you about. So we are going to do that, but we have some errands to run. I'm mailing my aunt, we've always been really, really close. I'm mailing her some samples of some goodies. I like to spoil her and send her stuff occasionally, just as a little surprise. Everybody likes good, fun mail that isn't bills. So we're off to do that, and for some reason I'm just like, it hit me all of a sudden. I'm just in like this blah mood. I have no patience. I'm just like kind of in a bad mood, and that's the last thing I want my day off. I don't know. I wanted to be so motivated this morning and get like a ton of housework done, but then on the other side I'm like, I never get to relax. So this morning I worked on my like skincare collection and stuff, and I went through my drawers and took a Lysol wipe and kind of wiped everything out and kind of cleansed my collection a little bit. Threw some stuff that was expired away and just kind of condensed and organized it because it was a hot mess. Because I'm always on the go, I'm like, okay, throw stuff. You should see the way my makeup vanity looks right now. It's chaos, complete chaos. But I moved at the pace of a snail. I just wanted to take my time because it's going to be very busy at work the next few days, and I live for it. I love it. I get all pumped up for it. It's so fun. It's like a game to me. How much can I sell, you know? And I love educating people, so it's fun. I like to teach them about makeup and skincare, so all is well in the world. I just hope my mood lifts a bit. My son wants me to pick him up after school and take him grocery shopping, so I'm crossing my fingers I have the energy to drive an hour after all my errands and running to the doctor so that we can kind of do something when he's done. So we'll see. We shall see. I cannot believe it. So I went to the doctor at 1:30 today, and I love my doctor. She's actually one of my best friends. I'm not going to mention her name just because you never know. But we have lunch and talk weekly, at least on the phone, sometimes for hours. We just have the best relationship. Anyway, I always have to wait for her. I love her dearly, but you know, she's so busy. So I'm usually waiting a little while, which is totally worth the wait. I don't mind it. But I got out of there at like 3:30 or 4 o'clock, which is fine. But I thought I broke my finger this week. I think I mentioned in an earlier vlog. I'm like, I don't know, but I can bend it. But I had this like weird bump on the side, like where the joint is in the center. I don't know. I forget what that joint is called. She educated me, but now I can't remember. Anyway, I was like, oh, you know, I work with a nurse practitioner, and she's like, it's definitely a bone, you know, you need an x-ray. And I'm like, okay. It just was so weird that I could bend it, because usually if you break it or something happens to the bone, it's all swollen. And it wasn't necessarily swollen as much as there was just like a bump. And so she looked right at it and felt it, because when you go over it, there's a noticeable bump. It just makes me cringe, and it hurts like hell. It's painful, and it's numb and tingly, and it just feels like someone's constantly stabbing me. All I can do is tape it. It's not broken. I have arthritis, pretty much. So said, you know, it's like arthritis. I'm like, well, so do I have arthritis? And she's like, well, you're kind of too young for that. So I don't want to call it that, but, you know, you've overworked your joint and it hurts like hell. And she said it needs rest. And I said, ha, 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 ha. What is that? So she told me to tape it, which it's almost more of a nuisance for me just because it's like, I don't know, I feel trapped and like claustrophobic. I don't know. But anyway, I am taking my children. They're all in the car. Everyone say hello.
Hi.
We are going shopping. It's my birthday on a Sunday. I'm going to be 31 years young. I have no complex about my age at all. Everyone's like, oh, you know, when I was 29, oh my gosh, it's your last year. And I'm like, yeah, that really doesn't bother me. I've never been worried, honestly. And I know everyone's like, oh, I just love myself. Like, it's not like that. It's more like, I think I've gotten better looking with age. What is going on over here with all this traffic? Look at it.
Hope it's not like that when we are on the way home.
Well, there was a cop, and it just looked like he had somebody pull over, but there must have been an accident or something. This traffic has come to a complete stop. Wow. Yeah, hopefully it's not like that. But anyway, I think I've gotten better with age. Not to sound conceited, but I look at pictures of me when I was like 20 or 21, and I looked, you know, I was heavier. I've never been fat, but I look better now, and I don't know, I feel like it's like I'm like a fine wine, darling. I'm like a fine wine, better with age. Anyway, so we're gonna just kind of like bebop around, maybe get some groceries and some dinner. What I really want for my birthday is a new purse, and since I'm a Bon-Ton employee for another 2 weeks, I get a discount there. And I should wait until employee days because it's an extra percentage off. So I might just go looking today and like take a picture of what I think I want and see if it's there. I'm sure it will be because it's a way bigger store. So yeah, that is what we are doing. Channel.
Miss the holiday.
So cool. How can I do it? What? Can I do it?
Ooh, I love that. That's so cute. Morning, guys. It is the next day, obviously, and I'm looking rough. No offense to all you motorcyclists out there. God love you, but I'm looking like a hard motorcycle rocker chick. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging. I live for it if you live for it, but that's not my vibe. And look at me. I'm just I have no sleep. Okay. So you seen my vlog yesterday of just, you know, some birthday celebration stuff. My birthday's Sunday. I have no time because I'm working so much and I love it. I'm appreciative of the opportunity, but I'm really tired. And Sunday is my birthday. I have to work, which is totally fine. But I wanted to do something with my kids because it's more about the kids. I'm 31. I don't really care about my birthday, but my kids do. And so I wanted to have they would have been really hurt if we wouldn't have went out to dinner or done something because you don't want to spend your day with me. You know, they kind of couldn't understand how anybody would have to work on their birthday, their cute little minds. So we went out to eat and everything like that, and I had a little bit of crying. Such a diva. I'll tell you the whole story. So I got up and I went to the doctor because my finger, right? I don't know if I told you this in my vlog. See, my brain is just fried. I'm so tired. I have arthritis, right? I did tell you, now I remember, but you didn't label it, but she's like, rest it, you're overworking yourself. And I'm like, my pinky? How am I overworking my pinky? But anyway, so I spent a long time with her, I did tell you. And then we went out to the mall, and I got a bracelet. My best friend Jackie has got me like stuck on these Alex and Andy bracelets, and I love them. I feel like we're twins. Her bracelets are different, but I love my bracelets. And I got, I'll have to show you when I'm not driving, I got the dog paw, and it's gold. I love the gold. And it's got a little gem on it. I'm going to try to drive safely and find it, because it's just it's the cutest. I'll have to do it after. But I love it, and the guy there held it for me and ordered it because it wasn't there. It was in silver. And I have like a couple silver bracelets, but like this is literally all I have, and I'm not wanting to collect silver. I feel with my darker skin tone that just gold really complements my skin. And so I went and picked that up, and then I went over to Chanel because I really wanted to buy a luxurious item just to add to my collection. I'm a big fan of high-end things. I don't have a lot, and I have a lot of Lancome, which is high-end as well, but I wanted something different, and so I went over, and I've never been able to wear their skincare. I've purchased it, the full set, but it had so much fragrance in it, which smelled amazing, but my skin is so sensitive that I just couldn't. And I seen that they had some fragrance-free items, so I went and, was looking. Well, nobody was there, and so the girl from Kiehl's, because at Von Mar, Kiehl's and Von Mar's counters are connected, and it's just one side is each brand. And I'm like, oh, it's my birthday. We're celebrating my birthday, and I just kind of wanted. She's like, honestly, honey, I don't know anything about Chanel skincare, and I'm not gonna like try to tell you things about it to sell it to you because I don't really know the new items. So here, happy birthday. I'm going to make you a sample of all of them. Some of them might have some fragrance in it, so you just have to read and do your research, but here's every single sample that they have, because I know that you purchase, and I want you to make an informed decision. And I was like, oh, so taken back, because she could have been like, happy birthday, no one's here, come back tomorrow, or sorry they missed ya, or here's Kiehl's, like come and see my what I have. Don't get me wrong, I love Kiehl's as well, but she knew I was there for Chanel, and that was just big of her. And so I walked over to the customer service and filled out one of those good customer or good employee things. I don't remember the term that Von Mar uses, but her name is Sue. So if you need anything from Kiehl's or in the cosmetics at Von Mar Dillard's North Park Mall, Sue is amazing, and she's been there for a while and knows her stuff, and she's the sweetest lady. And she was like, I don't know, she deserved recognition. So I went in and I filled out a little form, and she's gonna get recognized in front of her peers. So I was so excited, and I wish I could be there to see. I'm so sorry. I gotta get something better. This is like earthquake when it shakes. So anyway, that was awesome. And then my night kind of went downhill for a little while. I wanted to get a little something for myself. Like, I'm always spoiling my kids. I work hard for my kids. I do everything for my children, and I wanted to kind of like just peruse for something for me. And I understand that children are children, and they want things, and that's fine. I understand that they're kids, and they kind of don't understand. But yes, they do. Okay, London, I might. Okay, she might not understand, but she should, and she's getting there, and she's actually more mature than my son was last night. So we go to the mall, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's look around. The kids want to look at Halloween stuff. That's fine. Let's look. Let's play around at Claire's. Let's take a look. They'd buy 3 get 3 free, even on the clearance stuff. So me and Jazzy bought, some little things in London. Got some little things, and I think total I spent $20. I got this cute little, I love cute little chintzy, like basic stuff like this. But it's so cute. I have this thing with Kingston. He's got a toy that's a flamingo, and we call it Marv. And so I'm like, I have a Marv. But anyway, I put like my medicine and stuff throughout the day, so I don't have to carry like big Walgreens bottles of pills to work. I just put what I need and I stick it in my makeup bag. It's cute. Anyway, the kids were like, can you buy me this? Can you buy me this? Can you buy me this? And like Christmas is coming, Lennon's birthday is coming, and it's like, it's my birthday. Like they knew that it was made very clear that we might go look for something for mommy today, and we'll go out for a nice dinner and just spend some time together. We'll go look at the stuff they wanted for their costume. Well, I have such a big heart. I bought Hayden a Halloween costume, even though that kid changes his mind so much, and that's fine. I know it's an exciting time to pick a costume, but he didn't really need it right then. He started like tearing up. He wasn't like crying and throwing a fit, but his eyes got teary-eyed when I told him he couldn't have a $50 like mask that didn't even have a costume at Hot Topic. And I'm like, no. I put my foot down there. You know, I'm not buying you that. And I spoil the kids rotten. Okay, I mean, they're good kids. They deserve it, but you know, come on. So we go to the Halloween store. He ends up buying a Halo costume. It's like $39. Fine. Okay, one costume off my list. Fine. I got the girls little things of Claire's, and I got a couple little things, but like I really didn't want to spend the money. I do this way too much. I don't mean to sound like greedy, like, oh, I just wanted to have all of the money for myself. No, I'm always buying my kids. Always, 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 always. And I wanted a little something nice. I didn't want to buy chintzy little things like this. Like, I wanted to have a nice item. One nice thing for myself. So I was like tearing up in the car because he kept wanting things, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And it wasn't necessarily about the fact that he wanted things as much as the fact that it hurt my feelings that he didn't understand that it was my birthday and he was giving me grief about himself. I just felt it was so selfish, and he's better than that. Hayden is such a good boy, and he loves me. We're so close. I mean, he loves me to death and his mom, but we're like this. And he was so selfish. And he asked for so many things and got upset. And I'm like, Hayden, you know, not to sound like I want it to be all about me and it's all about my birthday, but I really try to go out of my way for you on your birthday. You know, are you really going to cry about 30 things today? You know, it really hurt my feelings. So I didn't like make it like a huge deal, but like it ruined my night. So then I'm like, okay, we have to go get some groceries. Then we're just going to go home. Let's just eat at home. Like, why spend the money on a nice dinner if we're all in a bad mood? Like, that's just not. And I was a little short with them, you know. I was just like, let's just go home. We'll have sandwiches or pizza. So we go to the grocery store, and I'm like, okay, I don't have a lot of time to spend with the kids this week because I'm working so much. So I'm going to just try to make the best of the situation. And Hayden had his earphones, and he was all mad about his costume thing. And then I'm like, okay, let's go to the Halloween store. It's right by the grocery store. So he picked his costume, and then all of a sudden he was like the happiest boy in the world. He's like, Mom, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm really sorry that I threw a fit, and can we please just go out for dinner and have a better night? And I'm like, okay. So then we went to, it's my new favorite place, and of course I can't remember the name. It is. I was there with Jackie last week. You went right in my mind. Granite City in Davenport. It was so good, you guys. It was so good. Hold on. I'm like, oh, is that a cop? I really hope not. Hold on a second. There's some kind of thing going on. I don't know what they are doing. Hold on a second. Not a flattering angle. I'm so sorry. There's like guys holding signs, construction guys, and they're talking to people, and I don't know what they're doing. But come on, I have no idea. Hold on a second. I have no idea.
How you doing?
Good.
How's it going?
Good. What are you guys doing?
We're collecting for the intellectually disabled for the Knights of Columbus.
Oh, I would love to donate. Perfect. I didn't know if there was some construction thing or what.
No,
but
they're doing construction up ahead. They're mowing the lawn.
Oh.
But we're out collecting today.
Sure, absolutely. Here. I'm sorry it's all like wadded. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. All the best now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just... Okay. Thank you. Hello. Wow, I've seen so many military trucks, so they must have some kind of training or something going on. Got Army guys on my camera. Okay, so I'm trying to get it together this morning. I'm so lucky that they were fundraising and he gave me a Tootsie Roll because I didn't get anything to eat and I'm starving. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I donated. I gave him some money. I couldn't really understand what he was collecting for. Knights of Columbus, something for disability, which is awesome. I'm fully supportive. But he was wearing construction gear and I'm like, oh my gosh, is the road closed? So, and he gave me a Tootsie Roll. What a sweet guy. I'm all for donating to a good cause. So where was I? I don't even remember. I'm just so tired. I'm so mentally tired. Oh, I was talking about my birthday and being a diva. This Tootsie Roll though. Yum. So, I'm gonna go to work today. It's extra discount days for employees, and since I am a bird nurse employee for another couple of weeks, I'm going to take advantage of the discount and get myself a little something to make me feel better, because a little retail therapy is just what the doctor ordered. Doctor did say I needed to rest more, and if resting my brain by buying something is what I need, well, hey, it's got to be done, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I'm supposed to drive. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. I hate the country. Why, Lord, am I in the country? And I feel like it's extra bumpy because I want to vlog. I feel like I vlog on this road so many times and it's never like this. But because I'm in such a bad mood, it's like, oh, let's make it worse. I'm over it. Oh, I'm over it. I'm so sorry for the negativity. I'm real, though. Don't you appreciate realness? I'm so sick of watching perfect vlogging. People are so poised and life is so perfect. We all know they're turning that camera off and they're scratching their hair out and complaining, and they stub their toe and they bleed just like the rest of us. Okay? I can make perfect vlogs. When my house is perfectly clean, I could vlog and just show my nice house. My 6 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and oh, life is grand, and I make the best homemade cookies. I want to talk to you about crying about my birthday, okay? That's what I want to talk to you about. And I cried. And I'm 31. There's no shame. If you want to cry, let it out, honey. This is the real me, okay? I'm real. And people love me because I'm like the most loyal friend. I will do anything for you. And I'm very educated. And I'm so sick of people feeling like education and just, you have to act a certain way. You know what? It takes all kinds, honey. And I'm the good kind of crazy, so whatever. I was just having a conversation with my good friend this morning. We were talking about how people have changed. And people who you think are your best friends are like a different person. And I'm the type of person who wears my heart on my sleeve. And it's so sad that life has made me hard, okay? Life has made me hard. I am just not even, I don't know, I used to be so like, go out of my way to a fault for people, and now I'm just like, yeah, whatever, like I'm so sick of being hurt. I mean, I'm still really kind to people, but I'm not naive anymore, okay? I'm not naive. And there's a big difference between being nice and naive. But I have had so many friends, especially lately, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love this person. I would do anything, and I literally do so much for my friends, and then they like crap on you. They just like take a big shit. And it's like, okay, that's done. But it hurts my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, all right, bye bye. cry, but I'm like hurt. I don't know. Whatever. That's why I say it's better to just have like a few friends. Like quality over quantity. I have good quality friends. I don't need 30 people I can talk about Chanel handbags with. You know, they don't want to talk to me about me crying on my birthday. They want to, it's like social status bullshit. And I'm over it. And I don't need friends like that. I'm sick of it. So I don't go to those mom and me groups anymore. Oh, puke. I was a director of one for a while, so I know how it runs, honey. It's all social status. At a church, mind you. Whatever. I used to, a quick story. I know this vlog is probably long and I vlog and I just talk forever, but I was a director of Mom to Mom at a Nazarene church. And I was 23 years old. They made me director. I can get a job done, okay? And I'm really proud to say that I was also a crisis counselor at that time, working overnight shifts at a crisis center. I'm sorry if me eating bothers you, but like I'm gonna pass out in the car. I have to do it. It's like stuck to my teeth, so I'm not like oozing food, so I feel like it's not gross. Anyway, so I made all these flyers and was inviting people, so I would also invite the women at the women's shelter, okay? Girls that go through trauma are also mothers sometimes. And you know what? This is a group that is supposed to reach out and be kind to other mothers. So you would think no one at that church would have a problem with me inviting women from the women's shelter, right? And I thought it was a great kindness that I'd work all night at the women's shelter and I'd go to my Mom to Mom thing and I would bring some of the women and then I would drive them back to the shelter and I'd go home or whatever. Oh my God. It is like the fucking seas, you know, like when Jesus parted the seas and it was like higher class doctors' wives over here, and then, you know, the women from the women's shelter, and then you'd have a couple people who were human and would mix and mingle and be nice and civilized, and you can tell who the good ones are real fast. Anyway, I sat with the women from the women's shelter. We were there to show them kindness and God. Okay, I shouldn't say that way when I'm talking about God, but I'm not Christian any longer, but it doesn't matter. It's the same God. So many people are like, oh, Muslim. You know what? It's the same God, okay? Do some research. It doesn't even matter. The moral of the story here is Jesus walked with all kinds. He was a prophet, okay? In our religion, he's a prophet. A great, respected, well prophet. And I know a lot of you are going to have your panties in a bundle of me talking that, you know, whatever. This is the United States of America, okay? We're not living in a third world country where it just is. And even in third world countries, they also accept Christians. I'll have you know that the Middle East also has Christians and churches. It's not just one big bomb shelter like a lot of you think. I'm so sick of it. So sick of it. I'm so sorry I'm being so real today, but it's just true. So just deal with it. The point is, those women needed that help more than anybody. They needed that fellowship. Maybe that talk, whatever we were talking about that day, and the kindness that they received from high class women, the kindness that they were shown could have been all that they needed to get through whatever struggles that they were going through. But no, they fired me. Well, they didn't fire me. They were like, we can tell, Roni, that you have a passion for these women, and we're so proud of you. But this might not be the place for women from the women's shelter, and some of the girls are feeling very uncomfortable. And I said, I'm very sorry to hear that. I thought that we were in a church. Apparently, I'm not sure where we are. And if you're not going to be if you're not going to be accepting of women from all walks of life, then I don't want to be a part of your organization. And we parted ways very civilly, shook hands. You know, I tried to open a soup kitchen. They're like, no, we don't. You know, at first they flattered me. They're like, yeah, yeah, homeless soup kitchen, no. And then they were like, oh, she might not be the right person for the job. Like, what? How many churches do soup kitchens? And isn't it a kind thing? Oh my goodness, I lost all respect. I'm like, I don't really want to be a part of your bougie organization. Bye-bye. I didn't say that, of course. I'm very professional. If there's one thing, I may like bitch and moan. This is my YouTube channel. If you don't like what I have to say, go away. I'm the person in the right here, and I might be the most like, you know, that pastor or whatever is probably the most well-poised person in public, and his YouTube channel might put you to sleep at night. It'd be great for your anxiety attacks with his calming voice. But I'm real, and I'm in the right, so who are you gonna follow? Whatever. I'm just so sick of the crap in the world. Everyone is so shitty to each other. Oh, it's all about money and social. No, you know what? No. And not everybody is like this, obviously, but it's like, I just cannot believe some of the crap that I have encountered. Whatever. You can tell I'm really tired. And I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna have the best day. Like, I probably seem like I'm in like the worst mood. These are things that have been on my mind lately I wanted to share with you. But I'm gonna go to work with a smile on my face and I'm gonna have so much fun because my job, like I said, is my hobby. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys something. This is so funny. I take this as something funny, and I'm not going to say names or what location I was working or whatever. I'm going to use like a hypothetical situation. Okay, let's say this was 10 years ago because whatever. So, let's pretend this was 10 years ago and I was working at a store, okay? Not for any counter, really, just at a store. Hypothetically. Some lady comes up to me, right? And she's like, hi, I pre-sold an item and I would like to pick it up. Okay, let's say she's shoes. We'll say it's shoes. I'm like, okay, ma'am, I would be very happy to help you get your shoes today. So I go and I grab her shoes. I'm like, thank you so much for shopping, buying these shoes. Is there anything else I can help you with today? And she looks at me and she's like, I'd like to pay for this. And I said, oh, well, it's a pre-sale, so everything was rung up this morning. You have no worries. Everything's taken care of. You can go home and enjoy your shoes. And she looks at me and she goes, maybe you didn't understand me, but I want to pay for this. And so I look down, right, and there's, we'll say a pair of socks there, just sitting there on the counter. And I'm like, okay, I'll bring this up for you. Like, she was being rude, but whatever. You know, you never know what people might be going through. So I ring up the socks, and I'm like, oh, that'll be $7 or whatever. She's like, it's for all of this? And she holds up her bag of shoes. And I'm like, I said, I'm really sorry for the miscommunication. I guess I don't know what you're asking. And she goes, are you really that stupid? I don't understand how hard this is to understand. And I said, excuse me? What is it that I can help you with today, ma'am? Very professionally. And she goes, I want to pay for this on my card. And I said, or I want to pay on my card or something. And I said, oh, I'm really sorry for the miscommunication again. I never heard you say you wanted to pay on your card, ma'am. How much would you like to pay on your card today? And she's like, oh my God, this is the worst experience I have ever had. You are the biggest idiot, and I'm not exaggerating. Okay, this is truly what she said. And everybody around me was like, just like looking at her and me with like big eyes, like there was crickets, and they just didn't know what to do. And I'm very, like I said, very poised and very professional. And so, but it was going a little too far here. I said, ma'am, I would love to help you pay on your card. I'm sorry that there was a miscommunication. How much would you like to pay? And again, she goes, oh my God. Is there some other person with an education, something like that, that can help me? And I said, well, it's not that I can look at your receipt and see how much you paid, but I cannot assume as an employee that you want to pay X amount on your card today, because I don't know. You could go and shop other places. Maybe you want to pay more on your card, or maybe you want to pay less on your card. You just, how am I supposed to know? And I can't legally just put in, what if there was $5,000 and you only wanted to pay $200 and I charged you $5,000 because that's what the thing said? I can't legally do that. How am I supposed to know? A lot of people pay their minimum balance. Anyway, she like chewed me a new butthole, and she finally told me she wanted to pay the full balance, and we were able to move on. And I said, ma'am, if you're unhappy with the experience that you have had with me today, feel free to talk to management. There's nothing else I can help you with. I'm sorry. And she left. And she did not complain. I think she knew she was being a little much. But you have to be poised because you're representing a company, and at the end of the day, you don't know what people are going through. She might have been pretty miserable, you know. Why are people so mean to everybody? Why are people so mean? I just don't get it. But I love my job, and it did not faze me in one bit. I knew I wasn't in the wrong, and I found it a little comical because I know where I stand. I don't need some lady to justify me. But she must have been going through some stuff, and I felt bad for her, honestly. So that's it for today, my darlings. I hope I didn't drag you down the gutter too far, but I hope you have a great day. And I am going to leave it there. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed my realness. And I will see you all tomorrow.